Squarespace have completely ripped up the old cookie system and they've changed both the menu system for it and how it's presented on website. So what I'm going to do in this video is just walk you through all the changes that have been made and how you can make those updates to your own website. Okay, so you join me on my site here. What we want to do is go into the cog, so the settings down here. Then within website, we're going to scroll to cookies and data privacy. Now you can choose to display or not display, obviously, and then you can customize the style by clicking in here. But before that, I'll show you just like the things that you can edit in this particular part of the menu. So banner text, basically what the accept button label is. So does it say, hey, yes, I accept cookies, yes, okay? I mean, I've kept it pretty simple with okay. And then you can have a manage cookies button next to it. So let's say I save this and then I'll go into incognito. And then once I go into buycrawford.com, the cookies banner should pop up here. So you can say okay, and next to it, you'll have manage cookies. So the user clicks in and they can manage their cookies preferences here and save, which is a really nice touch. Now, and you can also add in decline cookies if you wish. I don't have that, but I will put in the manage cookies button. There should be a cookie preferences when you don't have this. I'm pretty sure there's a cookie manage preferences that goes into the footer that I have seen. So what I'm going to do is, I quite like giving people that option. So I'm going to put that in and then you can edit the text here. So this is pretty standard. I'm pretty sure this is just standard Squarespace verbiage and I didn't change it. Then you can go down and see what the preferences style is. So yes, okay. In the footer, you can have a sub footer. So it would be footer and then an entire length sub footer that you can have. Or you can have a pill, which I usually just have it. It looks like, it's not really a pill. Well, it might be a pill dependent on what your styles are. But usually it's just like a straight edge. It's not actually pushed into the corner. It's kind of like this far away from the corner of the page, and then it's like this wide. I should use the technical term, but it's about that wide, and it sits right on the footer. And then you can give it a label if you wish. Now, down we've got advanced privacy settings, activity log. I would always keep this toggled because otherwise your analytics are all mucked up, and I don't like that. And then this is something I don't even think you can change, this non-essential cookies. What does this say? And then we've got non-essential cookies. So basically, someone would have to consent to that before they're added on. So only if someone consents. So let's save this. And then if you want to edit the style, you can go into customize banner style here. And it's going to sit actually in site styles now. So let's move me. And then you can see you can position the cookie banner like so. I always go with bottom left, but basically with this, so with the old cookie banner, I think there was only 3 different styles. So it looks so much better now. Like Squarespace have done really well with this, and also they match these button styles to actually the styles on your site itself, which just makes so much more sense. And then you can imagine having a cookie banner that size. You can change the size of the cookie text as well. Let's see. Let's do that. And where do I want it? I might stick it bottom. Yeah, bottom left works, doesn't it? Hit save, and then you're good to go. So if you wanted to head into just the styling, all you'd need to do is click up here on site styles, go into miscellaneous, cookie banner, and the styling is in there. And then you can also change that dependent on what color you want as well. So you can pick the theme. I think white works. I would rather have a contrast between the background or the initial background and the background of this. I think that is everything. So as I said right at the start, the cookies have changed for the better. I think Squarespace needed to change these. Looks like I'm talking with my twin on the screen here. Let me move myself back down here. Anyway, yes, I think Squarespace had to make them better to comply with think there was GDPR, but I think there was a ton of other things they had to comply with that they currently weren't. So way more robust, because a lot of people were going to third-party cookie providers, I think. This should alleviate that. It looks way better. It makes so much more sense. So I would get these enabled on your site right now if you haven't. And if you already have them and you want to change the style and even the content, this is how you do it. So hopefully you found that useful. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, get in touch using the links in the description.